Hi, book lover. Welcome to your library, our library. It's all about fun in the reading culture. We are SITS accredited and corporate certified. My name is MD Njiru, the artist. So, we all have used the Swiss Army knife or have seen it. Yeah, it's a knife that is multi-purposed. It has a can opener, it has a saw, it has a screwdriver, and many other functionalities. So it comes in handy in several situations. So in today's video, I'll not talk about any book. I'll not talk about any book. This video is specifically dedicated or meant for people who are unemployed and people who are starting out as freelancers. So according to the latest census report, that 9% of the Kenyan youths are unemployed. So that is close to 40%. And I'm sure there can be some debate on the figures. But it's a fact that a huge number of the Kenyan youth are unemployed. And each year, our universities, our colleges, our tertiary institution churn out new graduates, if I can call them so, each year and each year. Thousands and thousands of graduates are churned out. Yet there are so many people who have not been absorbed in the limited available job opportunities. To be unemployed brings with it unique problems. Life as it is already hard. Now add to it unemployment. So basically I will focus on the unemployed and also the people who are trying to start out as freelancers, especially online freelancers. So the video is about 7 ways in which the library can come in handy. And I'm not talking about this YouTube library, no. I'm talking about the physical library, especially the Kenya National Library. So depending on where you live, I'm sure there is a Kenya National Library near you. Depending on where you live, there is a Kenya National Library near you or any other library near you. So my assumption is that you're not very far away. You're not very far away from the Kenya National Library or from any other library for that matter. Yeah. So the library can come in handy as the Swiss Army knife, you know? Yeah. The library is not just a place to go and read. No, it can, yeah, it's it's multi-purposed. So the first purpose of the library or the first benefit of the library is that you can have access to a machine. Remember, I'm talking to the unemployed people or the people who are starting out as freelancers. You can have access to a machine. You see, you need if you're unemployed, you need access to a machine, you know, to search for a job online. You know, most of the application nowadays are done online. If you're starting out as a freelancer, you need access to a machine. Yeah, you need access to a computer. So if it happens that you don't have a machine and you just walk to any library, any Kenya National Library, you'll have access to a machine. You get the point? Also, we all know that when things start taking a downward spiral, they tend, yeah, they tend to go on a downward spiral. So maybe during this time that you are unemployed, maybe you've lost your job or you're starting out as a freelancer, yeah, your machine decides to break down. Maybe you have a machine, but it has just broken down. You know, you don't have cash to repair the machine and all that. Don't worry. Go to the Kenya National Library near you, or any library near you. You'll be sorted in terms of a machine. Second point, there is access to the internet, unlimited access to the internet. Now, you may have your own machine, but you all know that the cost of internet is too high. It's very expensive. The cost of internet is very expensive in Kenya, especially stable, reliable internet. Very expensive in Kenya. It will cost you an arm and a leg. It's very expensive. So, what do? You walk with your laptop. You go with your laptop to the library, and you'll have unlimited access to the internet. You know, so you can apply jobs. If you're a freelancer, if you're starting out as a freelancer, you can use now the the access to the internet to bid for jobs or to do your jobs online. You get the point? So with the library, there is unlimited access to the internet. Also, maybe you just had an internet disconnection. Yeah. So where do you go to? If you decide to go to work from a cyber, one, you'll be charged for the internet. Secondly, the cyber, the environment is not very conducive. You know, so why don't you just go to the library and you'll have unlimited access to the internet? Yeah. The other reason why you should go to the library if you're unemployed or you're starting out as a freelancer is that there is power backup. I think now this point cuts across. Even if you're maybe an established freelancer, you are working from home, and you happen to lose your power, and the deadline for that job is fast approaching. Why don't you go to the library and work from there? Just carry your laptop, go to the library. Yeah, most of the libraries that we have around, they have power backup. Most of the libraries have power backup. So if you happen to lose power in your house, you can just go to the library and you'll be sorted in terms of power. You'll be sorted in terms of power. The other reason why you should go to the library, it's a place to network. It's a place to network. I know the library is usually a quiet place and all that, but during the during your session there in the library, I'm sure you'll be able to interact with other people. And as we know, most of the jobs are usually not advertised. Most of the jobs are usually not advertised. I read an article, I don't know how true it is, but they were saying that 86% of the jobs are never advertised. I don't know how true it is, but yeah, I was stunned by that by that figure. So in the library you'll meet other people, and from there you'll build a network. And most of the people who go to the library, they don't go to the library to idle. Yeah, I'm sure these people are people who are resourceful. Yeah, so it's a good place to go and network. It's a good place to go and network. The other the reason that you should visit the library, reason number 5, it's because there is unlimited access to physical books. There's unlimited access to physical books. So if you are doing any kind of research and you need a certain book in hard copy, the only place that you can find it for free is at the library, at the physical library. So that's another reason that you should visit the library. That's another reason that you should visit the library. Another reason that you should visit the library, it's because the library is a quiet place. The environment is just conducive. So regardless if you're a newbie in terms of freelancing or you're already established, you know, the library has that conducive environment where you can just go and work from there. You get the point? So that's the beauty of just going to the library. Yeah. Also, you may want to work from your you may want to complete your project from your house, but maybe the house is not so conducive. Yeah. The house is not so conducive. Maybe you live with other people and it's not conducive. Maybe in the apartment, in the flat ama proti penye unaishi, there is loud music. You can't go knocking to every neighbor's door and telling them, you know turn down the volume. Eh, and this is Kenya. So just go to the library and work from there. Yeah, it's such a quiet place. It's such a quiet place. So most of these reasons, some of these reasons like a quiet place, power backup, place to network, they cut across regardless of if you're unemployed or you are starting out as a freelancer. But specifically, I wanted to lean on to unemployed people and the people who are starting out as freelancers. The other reason is that you should visit a library. Reason number 7 is because the library can be a chill spot. The library can be a chill spot. Yeah. It reminds me of the song by Chris Martin, Chill Spot. He bigs up the barber shop, the, the corner shop. So, if you're unemployed, there's a new dynamic. One, you have a lot of time at your hands, a lot of time at your disposal. Secondly, you don't have cash or your cash is running low. So, there are places you can't go because if you frequent those places regularly, maybe you want to chill at a restaurant and such kind of places, you will run low of cash. Even when you're starting as a freelancer, yeah, you can't afford to go work from a restaurant, coffee shop, because you are starting out. So when you are unemployed, sometimes you need just a place where you can go and idle in quotes. Let me share a small story. When I was growing up, where we used to live, just next there was hiyo plot yetu huko kwingine next. There was this guy who had lost his job. And those gossips za watu tu za area. I could I could hear people say that he drives and goes with his car at a certain place. There was a park and he could just sleep ndani ya gari yake for the whole day and come back home. You know? So when I was still young, sikuwa nimeanza maisha. So I was like, where does this guy have to spend fuel and go ana pretend ni kama ameenda job afu anaenda anashinda amelala ndani ya gari afu anakam jioni. I didn't know. Then life started. I was still living home and at one point I lost a job. I was in between jobs. So that situation whereby you have dropped your CVs, yeah, you've applied. Somehow you are like you're tired of applying, you're just like waiting for feedback. You know, you have gone to interviews back to back. So yeah, you're even tired. So I sometimes I used to stay in the house and Lady Karen was like, no, no, you can't just stay in the house. You need to get out. You need to get out. And sometimes I used to be stranded because I'm like, what? It's a weekday. I'm getting out to where? At that point you find some of your friends are at school, some of your friends are working, you know. You're like, okay, you need to get out. It's during the day. Where do you go? Yeah, yeah. Even if you want to go and hang out in a joint, you're like, most of the joints they open up at 5 p.m. So you're like, where do you go? You get the point. Fast forward. I was also between job. Now I had already moved home and I was between jobs again. And my girlfriend then happened to visit me. You see, it's my house and my girlfriend visited me. But I had applied for several jobs and was like, ah, this is a slow week. Let me just chill indoors. And I could sense the the then girlfriend was like, how do I put it? Me just chilling in my own house. She was like repelled by that fact. You know, she was like, you need to get out there. And I'm like, for the past few weeks I've been up and down, up and down. I've been looking for a job. But she was like, no, you need to get out there. You get the point? So especially as a man, you can't stay in the house the whole day if you're not working. One, you'll start you will start, how do I put it? You may sink to depression. You get the point? So if you're a man, the society, our society, if you're a man, imetengenezwa in such a way that you need to be out. You need to be out, regardless if you've lost your job, you're in between jobs, or yeah, the society doesn't care. You know, especially if you're living with someone else. Yeah, be it your wife, be it your girlfriend, be it a roommate, and especially when you're in between jobs, you need to give people space. And here's the tricky part. When you're in between jobs or when you don't have a job, one, you're limited with cash. You're like, okay, I'll go to town, but I don't have money to spend. So that's where the library comes in. You can just go to the library and you just chill. You know, no one will ask you, especially in this cold weather. Niambie sasa in this cold weather. Yeah, you're there. The person you're living with, they need space from you. With this cold weather, utaenda wapi? Where will you go and hang around? You know, you can't just go and hang kwa parks. You can't just go and hang kwa pavements. You get the point? Yeah, just go to the library. Yeah, go to the library. Pretend you're busy with a book. Yeah, yeah. Maybe you don't want to access the internet. Maybe you don't want to access the machine. Maybe you're even frustrated. You don't want to look for a job. You just want a place you can chill. Yeah, just go to the library. Yeah, and it's a good place to just chill and unwind, especially that it's a quiet place. So that's my short list, my 7 points about how the library can come in handy. It can come in handy as the Swiss army knife. Yeah. So let me know in the comment section other uses that we can use the library, especially for people who are unemployed and for people who are starting out as freelancers. Yeah. And also remember to watch the other video we talked about the library can also serve as a daycare. Yeah. If you happen to be in CBD and you want to run quick errands and you are wondering where to drop your kids, you can drop them in the children's section in the library. Do your 1, 2, 3 errands and come back and pick the kids. Yeah. So check out that video. The video is yeah, learn the errands as they learn. Yeah. So run your errands as your kids run in the library. Yeah. So thank you very much for your support.